Fish. What do you mean fish? Fish? Well, this has been kind of a shitty group. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Target chamois. You know, one thing that's kind of cool is I haven't, like, what I've been getting in groups, I haven't seen very many hunters, which is interesting. I mean, I see tons of hunters in the game, but when I've been in, like, raids, I've typically been the only hunter, like in UBRS runs and stuff, and which is good, obviously. I don't want to compete with other hunters for gear, but yeah, good. Oh, I should have brought my spirit. Damn. Oh well. The guy's guild name is about right. One more time. This is how I feel about WoW. One more time, man. Like this character that I play through this server and maybe through Burning Crusade and however far the anniversary takes me could be the last time I play WoW. I've said it before and probably won't happen that way, but I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping this is the last time I play WoW. I'm hoping that something new MMO comes out that's really good and really fun that we can really sink our teeth into, because I just want something new, you know? I want a new drug. One that won't make me sick. Ooh, you see that weapon he's got? That's the epic weapon. This axe here is the epic 62 DPS axe. That debuffs enemies with the shadow resistance debuff, I think? Or something? Shadow... I don't know. Increases shadow damage or something? I don't know. I wish there was something I could do while I wait. I can't even pick herbs or anything. Guess we can play around and jump on the chain. Let's try it. Whee! Ooh, that was awkward. Didn't feel like I was really jumping over the middle of it. I felt like I was kind of in between or something. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. I could have jumped, hit this, collided, and bounced, and went right down to the lava. When I jumped, I thought, oh shit, I'm going into the lava. Probably not a good idea to play around jumping on the chain, you know? But I thought when I hit this here, I was gonna bounce, which would have been really not good. Let's see if I can, like right when I do this. But luckily I didn't bounce. Oops.
Just how much I gotta show, but I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in mine, and I gotta get out. Finding thoughts inside my head that you got in mind. I'm getting just how much I gotta show. I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in mine, and I gotta get out. Finding thoughts inside my head.
Oh, honey water. Two hearts make good friends sometimes. Get around the wall. Holy hell, jeez. What like that? Can't get around the wall. Oh my god. That was ridiculous. Did she not accept the invite? Oh, there she is. Where's she going? The hell's she doing? What's she doing? She just goes running through here. I guess she needed the quest item, but I don't think you can do the quest just by picking that up. I think you have to turn it in. All right. I don't need a lot of water, just like 2 or 3 stacks would be plenty. Thank you. That should be more than enough, hopefully. Alright. Let's reset the damage meter since I wasn't even doing damage. Let's see how we do. What we do. Oh. Gotta put on the gaming sleeve, otherwise my elbow gets chafed from the mouse, from the edge of the desk. Actually, not my elbow, I guess my forearm. Okay, looks like my assist macro is working. The hell's he going? Man, this group is so fucked up. People keep running all over the place. Why did somebody bubble me? It's like interesting. Not sure whether was I even taking damage? Big damage if this crits. But it didn't. Where's the damn summoner? Oh. Come on, you want some of me? Bring that shit to me, man. Bring that shit to me, man. Oh, Starfire. Bum, bum, bum.
It's too late for us now. We've gone. It's gone now. It's true. We've gone too far.
He was bubbling me, but if you look at like the damage taken, I'm like, no, I don't even show up. You know, it's like I don't even show up. Damage taken. I'm like way. The only person who's taking less damage than me is the mage and the healer. How did I jump? Oh, I was going to say, I'm at the top of the DPS meter. I'm number 3 behind the mage. Well, that's DPS. Damage done, I'm number 2. On damage, overall damage, so my pet's stuck. Deal 69 damage when you're the victim. Actually, I'm gonna need. Can I take? That's pretty cool. I've never got those shoulders before. And they're only on half my shoulder, which is really cool. It's always cool when you have like a half a shoulder. So that's actually pretty... And when mobs critically hit me, they take damage. What's up, Gazelle? What is my next... Oh god, I don't know. There's plenty. I just have like the AV quest reward weapon. So as far as like a ranged weapon, I don't even know. I don't pay much attention to it. Because I don't normally play Ranged Hunter that deep into WoW, so... But I'm sure there's plenty of... I mean, there's the class quest for Molten Core. You know, to get the epic one. But I don't know. I'm just going to do an aim shot on this guy because I want to finish him off. Yeah, honestly, I don't really know. Ah. No, this isn't the melee one. Although I know my stream says Survival Hunter. I guess I should probably change that. But just Hunter. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done like this kind of stuff. Last time was on the hardcore server on Skull Rock. I was doing a lot of end game, you know, like these dungeons in Skull Rock, and that was melee hunter and ranged. This is like ranged, but you know, I only run marksman to get gear for melee. I don't give a shit about marksman gear at all. You know, I just do marksman to get gear for my melee build. I mean, I'm number 2 in damage in this raid. This small raid, it's just Ubers, right? But I'm number 2 in DPS as marks. If I was melee, I'd probably be down around number 4 or 5, probably, damage-wise. But I'm getting all kinds of interesting stuff. Like, I just got these shoulders, which they don't have any stats, though, but deal 69 damage when you are the victim of a melee, critical melee strike. So, you know, what the hell, man? It'd be fun to... Plus, it's really cool looking. You know, so... It'll be fun to see how much damage it actually does, or how often it procs, right? I'm not sure how often I am the victim of a melee critical strike, to be honest. But... But it's cool looking, you know what I mean? It looks cool. And that's all that matters. All that matters is that you look good. DPS does not matter. Spell rank 1, baby. Oh, you don't like AoE farming? No, AoE farming on Paladin's great. Paladin's AoE farm really well at high level. Yeah, no, Paladin's fantastic, man. Like, if you get the right gear, Paladin's great at AoE farming. Like, one of the best, it's the best class. Only one's probably better is a mage. Oh, someone pulled. I guess they wanted to pull. That was kind of weird. I guess he wanted to pull, you know? Yeah, it is. It's good. Not sure if it's the best for... It's not really the best probably for a Paladin. I don't know if it's... For Paladin, I don't know. I mean, obviously extra attacks are going to be good to proc more Seal of Light procs, for more healing. Thanks for the sub. Who was that who subbed? It was Michael Lindsay. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, I mean, it might be... It just depends on if you prioritize, like, a lot of self-healing. You're going to, you know, those extra attacks, but it depends on what your other trinkets are. I mean, if you have the trinkets that are really, really strong, you know what I mean? It may not be something that you want to equip. I mean, you're typically going to be using Uther's Light. The Uther's Light trinket, and then... I'm trying to remember what other trinket I normally use. But, yeah. It's a good trinket, though. Yeah, for sure. Hand of Justice is great. Big damage? Eh, not really. Big damage? Nah, not really. Oh, there's a crit. There we go. Knock me on the wall. I didn't get him on the wall.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Aw, really? Got a good healer. She's very quick to bubble me. A lot of times when she doesn't even need to bubble, she bubbles me, so... That's all good. Bring my pet back. He's taking a little bit too much damage. Oh, the Fear Bomb. Oh, the Life Force Spalders. Wow. I've already got the Blade Master legs. I'll just roll greed. Just pass. We don't. Do we even have a paladin? I don't know if I've ever seen him. I didn't even know he dropped the Life Force Spalders. I didn't even know he dropped the shoulders. I thought that came off LBRS. Oh, I'm number 1 on damage now. 16.7%. Look at that. Yeah, Uther's Zandalarian hero and Hodge. I mean, if you're doing like big AoE pulls, I would say definitely not. If you're doing like big, if you're pulling like 10 bombs at a time, you're gonna get more bang for your buck. I think of Uther's because it's gonna mitigate quite a bit of damage. It procs quite a bit when you have like 10 mobs hitting you. You know, it's gonna equal to like the shield's like 250 to 400. That it's going to block. If it procs like 3-4 times in a fight, you're talking like, maybe 1200 damage, which is pretty good. It's not bad in one pull. It's not bad. It's going to have to, it'll save you a little bit from having to toss in some, maybe a heal or something,
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Why is my healing potion, is it like not on my bar or something? It wasn't on my bar, actually. So I actually had to open up my bags. It's because I keep swapping between the PvP potions of healing and potions of mana. When I run like AV and stuff, I buy those ones from the vendor. And I put them on the same slot on my bar, so then when I come out of PvP, I forget to put my regular healing potions and mana potions on my bar, and then when I get to the point where I'm almost dying, I'm like hitting my keybind to take a healing potion. I'm like, why is my healing potion not triggering it as well? It's because it's not on my bar. Yeah, dipshit. Yeah, I mean, I like Uther's Light when I'm doing AoE. It's just really good. Mitigates a lot of damage. I've had it proc 4 or 5 times in one pull. It's just, that's a lot of extra healing, so. I just love this bone spike shoulder. That's badass looking. Yeah. For my weapons though, for like my melee weapons, I'm going for the PvP ones, the rank 14. I'm going for the rank 14 Lord Marshal weapons for melee. So we're gonna go with dual fist weapons. There's actually a left hand fist weapon and a right hand Lord Marshals rank 14 fist weapons. All the weapons, the one hand weapons, are the same stats, so it doesn't matter which one I use. The stats are identical. So I wish there were a little bit more variety. Like I wish there was an offhand that had a faster attack speed, but unfortunately there is not. So. Oh, this is a big pull. I'm probably gonna get well here. Let's get some. All right.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something here. I gotta throw the trap down. Gonna go ahead and hit him with a counterattack. We gotta throw the trap down for the roots to help control this battlefield because that was a big pull.
Just how much I gotta show, but I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends.
That was a big pull. I knew that was gonna be a rough pull. And then me being an idiot, I threw a multi-shot right into all of them, so I got like major threat, which is stupid, but who cares, man? I like to fly by the seat of my pants. Plus, I had deterrence and obviously in feign death and frost trap and all kinds of. We have all kinds of stuff. We got healing potions. No risk it, no biscuit, man. Oh, he's going for another big pull. This is another big pull. I'm gonna throw down a freeze. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. Hey, what's up, boss?
Just how much I gotta show, I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in mine. And I gotta get out.
Big damage. Oh, I got a headache, damn it. No, I haven't had one in the last couple days, so this is the first one I've had in about 2 days. Not really sure why. You know me, I get them all the time. I think it's just, I don't know, I'm not sure, eye strain maybe? Feels like eye strain. I think I need more sleep. I'm not getting enough sleep. And so that's causing too much eye strain, which is causing headaches. Just pain in the back of my neck and pain in above my eyebrows. So it's like not in one place, you know, it's like multiple places. Like right above my eyebrows and right below my occipital bone in the back of my head.
Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in mine.
The bracers of valor. We switched tanks like mid-run, which has kind of screwed me up a little bit here because I don't know who the main target is. They're not marking anything. So it's kind of weird. You know, like, I haven't updated my assist macro. Like, half the run, it was like one tank, and now apparently it's a different tank. So it's kind of been a little weird. I've been pulling threats sometimes when I probably should just update my macro. I think it's Thorn Axe now that's tanking. So. Well, good. That's good. I just don't want it to be a Tuma. I don't want it to be a Tuma. You know what I mean? Yeah, most of it's in... Oh, also to the right and left of my nose. You know, in the sinus area. So I think it's a combination of allergies and eye strain. Oh, well, I've got to go... You know, I don't know if it's my back posture. Yeah. Just say when. Say when. Oh, big damage! He's beating. No, no, don't move over there. Look at that. Come on, come on. Oh, Shadowcraft Tunic, no. I really wanted to get the Beaststalker's Tunic. So I ran LBRS once, I got the Beaststalker's Shoulders. I ran Skolo once, I got the Beaststalker's Cap. And I was like, just please let me get the Beaststalker's chest piece. This is the third time I've done Ubers, so I'm 0 for 3 so far. Pulled #1 DPS on that one. Check that out, #1. New glasses or reduced blue light. Yeah, I think it's mostly too much computer usage, you know. Thank you. or invite. Oh, but dude, are the 0.5? Yeah, they're actually pretty good. They're actually pretty good. I mean, you can see that they're actually quite good. Like, I know a lot of classes complain about the 0.5 not being that great, but for Hunter, it's really good. Hunters struggle with mana issues. You know, like marksman hunters anyway, you run out of mana quite a bit. So you want agility, but the nice thing about the 0.5 pieces is they also have intellect. And before you get the 0.5, you know, these like the Beastalker gear is like just getting regular gear, like you know, it's like something like this, you know, like you'll find pieces that do have some, like here, like this piece. Now this piece came from Skolo. It's a really good piece. The blood mail boots, it has intellect and agility and strength and stamina, and improves my chance to hit by 1%. So this is really good. But I mean, everything's hunter's gear. I mean, you know, Voss is right. It doesn't matter. All gear is hunter's gear. But yeah, pretty cool. So, but what I'm really excited about in that run is we got this, which I've never had before. Check it out. We got the bone, right? We got the bone spikes shoulders. Look at that. Tell me that isn't hot. Now, the bad part about the bone spike shoulders is they don't have any stats. Like, the thing about it is... Here, hold on a second. They have an amazing ability for Melee Hunter. Deals 69 damage when you are the victim of a critical melee strike. Right? Which is great. Because as a Melee Hunter, I'm getting hit a lot. But there's no stats. There's like no other stats. So really disappointing. If they just would have thrown like agility and intellect on these things, they would have been like the most amazing Melee Hunter shoulders, you know? But even so, they're still cool. And then they look fantastic. Now, the other thing that's really interesting is I've never gotten the Skolo gear before. But this is the first time I've gotten some pieces from Skolo, and it's the blood mail. And they're really nice. I actually got the belt too, right here. So here's the blood mail belt, and and they have really good stats for Melee Hunter. So the blood mail gear, look at this: set increased defense +3, 3 items +10 power, 4 items +15 all resistance, 5 items increase your chance to parry, which is really good for Melee Hunter because you only proc your counter attack when you parry an attack. And it's hard to get a lot of parry. And if you can get... So, getting a set bonus gives you parry is kind of cool. Again, it's not going to be better than the PvP gear. I mean, basically, the Melee Hunter, the best gear I can see so far is the rank 14 Grand Marshal. That gear is going to be the best. But some of this other gear is pretty interesting, though. You know? So, we've got... Like, I got +3 defense, which isn't enough to really amount to anything. But if I equip my, oh, sorry, I'm sleepy. If I equip my Melee Hunter gear, we're going to go with the Wild Dancer boots. We are going to... We're going to stick with the Beastalker because we get the Intellect and Spirit. We're going to go with the Beastalker. Chest piece, we're going with Death Dealers because we want the crit rating. For the Melee Hunter, we're going to try the Bone Spike Shoulder just to see how much we can proc that damage. I'm not sure how often I'm getting critically hit. Probably not a ton. We just got the Beastalker's Cap today, which is great. Agility, Stamina, and Spirit. I mean, you know, plus we want the 2-set bonus and the 4-set bonus, which gives us... We don't have to get the 4-set bonus, but it's nice. 40 attack power, 4-set bonus, 2-set bonus, 200 armor, which is good. So now you're looking at my dodge chances. Oh, it's only 24.71. Why is it so low? What am I missing here? Oh, we don't have our Blade Master's leggings. That puts us at 26. Why is my dodge so low? Something's not right. It's normally higher than this, I think. Oh, it's probably because... 27. What am I missing? Huh. 27. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. It's because I leveled to level 60. That's going to reduce my dodge. Like every time you level up another level, like your percentages are going to drop, unfortunately. So like if you have dodge 20% at level 59 and you go to level 60, it's going to go down. I don't know how much, but it'll definitely go down. You have to keep getting more stats to kind of compensate. Also, what was the helmet I was using before? Oh, I was using this one. Why is it not showing it here? Okay, so dodge is, yeah, 19. Shit, you gotta be kidding me. Now, the nice thing about the Helmet Narv is it has 32 stamina, which for Melee Hunter is great. Because it's a shit ton of health, right? You know? Hunter, you told me about what? You want me to ninja the Corrupted Ashbringer? What are the stats on Corrupted Ashbringer? Does that even I don't even know what... That's not vanilla though, right? Oh, chance on hit steal life from a target. That's pretty cool. Well, that's two-hand though. Two-hand sucks. We don't want two-hand. We want two one-hand weapons. God, we don't want to show that ugly out. So I'm starting to compile quite a compilation of gear. Let's go with the Bone Spike shoulder, the Blood Mail belt. Oh, we also have the Tristram leggings. Let me see, Tristram leggings. Hold on a second. $26.86. 27. What happened to my dodge rating? Son of a bitch. Oh, I got an idea. I got another set of boots. But it's not gonna give me the dodge though. I got these. These are plus 20 agility. And it also increases my hit rating, which could be good for DPS. But we're gonna lose dodge because my boots actually have 1% dodge. So if we go with, let's see, we're 25. Yeah, see, we're down to 25.5. So our crit rating is 16.8. So our attack power is 613. Blood Mail boots, 16.5, dodge 25, 638 melee attack power. 638 melee attack power. Okay, 646. And our crit rating is 15.6, dodge 25. Ooh, 16.69 crit. Okay, I think this is the best setup, right? Because you look at like this one and we've got 16.69% crit. We've got 606 attack power and 26.3 dodge. I think that's going to be probably kind of hard to beat. Let's take a look. With the current gear that I have. Um, all right, so what would, is there any, I don't think we're gonna, yeah, we're not gonna replace the boots. We're not gonna replace, the only thing that I thought about replacing, let's put, how much bad does this hurt? So that drops our crit by about 0.5. It drops our melee attack power by only about 12. And it drops our dodge by about 0.7. What about the belt? How many sets? So we need 4. Yeah, we gotta have 4 Beast Stalker for the set bonus. I am a weird looking character. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that someone blew a ton on Gressel, yeah. It's getting late. I don't want to do I don't want to be playing when my wife gets home. She went to a game at 4 or 5, so she should be home within the next hour, I think. So I don't think I'm gonna. We need to go. Look at, oh my god, look at my inventory. Holy fuck! Look at my inventory. Son of a beach.
How are you?
All right. We're not going to use this right now. Can you tell I have a little bit of a problem with inventory?
See you later.
Well met. Be careful.
I would like to keep running Skolo to get the full blood mail set just for the novelty of it. But really, all this gear we're grabbing is all. None of it can compete with with the Marshal's gear, right? I mean, this is just too good. When you look at the Grand Marshal's gear, you know, I mean, the armor alone is amazing. And then you have agility, stamina, and intellect, which is, you know, the core stats you need on a hunter, on a melee hunter. Now, the set bonuses and stuff aren't great. Like, they're like, what? You get plus 20 stamina, which is good, Goose Squad Custom Shot, yeah, whatever. The agility's great though, so the 2 set and the 6 set are good. You get crit, so 2 crit, 3 crit, 4% crit. And then here's the fist weapons. Here's the fist weapon. Look at this. Look at the top end damage, 200. Who's your chance to get a critical strike by 1%, plus 28 attack power. 207. Now it's 2.9, so it's slow as shit. Which kind of sucks, because when you're doing like a melee hunter, it's really fun to be attacking fast, because it just feels good to be swinging quickly. So to have 2.9 speed weapons kind of blows. But it is what it is. I mean, that's just going to make us do the most damage. I don't think you would ever use the knight, like, I don't think you would ever use 2 of the Knights Captain set with, like, 4 of the Marshals, because the stats, you'd lose too much stats. And you're not going to gain anything, really, because the 2 set bonus in the Marshals is just a 20 agility, and you're going to get that anyway with the 6 set bonus. So, yeah, so I think, really, this here is your best melee hunter build outside of, like, some sort of top-end raid gear, And look at that armor. Here, what's my arm? What's my base armor at? So your armor's 460, right? So you've got 446 plus 432 plus 403 plus 323 plus 361 plus 520 plus, what did I say, 460? So you're looking at, that's what my armor would be. It'd be 2945 versus... Well, that can't be right. So it actually looks like it's not that much different. That's hard to believe. 338 chest piece. Where's the chest? Right here, the shoulder's 403. What's my shoulder? My shoulder's only 278. That can't be right. I must have done my math wrong. Or missed a piece. Boots are 247. These are 361. This is 520, whereas my chest piece... No, there's no way. You're going to have more armor. I must have done something wrong. So 16, so this isn't the right setup either. Oh, I think it was this one. No? Well, shit. That's it. This is it. This is the set that I think has the best stats. 1669, 606 attack power, and dodge is 1830. Dodge is 17. Dodge is 1811 versus 1830. Okay, yeah, I think this is this. Out of the gear I have right now, I think this is the best setup for melee. Anyways, yeah, and then I did buy the recipe for the invulnerable mail, which the invulnerable mail doesn't really have much. It just has it has a 5%. I think it's 5% chance that when someone hits you, you become invulnerable to all damage for 3 seconds. So imagine. So 5% chance, though, that's not like super high. But if you're fighting like, let's say you're fighting like 3 mobs at once, every time someone swings at you, 5% chance, you know? It's gonna, if I was fighting 3 mobs, I bet that would proc like at least once per fight. Versus those 3 mobs, it would proc once. So 3 seconds during that fight, I probably would be completely invulnerable to damage, to melee damage. Which would be interesting. The other thing we have to do is this one. We got to do this guy. What is it? Deals 60. We got to figure out what that called. We'll try to create a weak aura. Or not a weak aura, but a MSBT trigger. So that we can actually track that with some sort of sound effect. I mean, 5% is not super low. And 5% is a pretty good proc rate. I mean, it's a pretty good percentage. Like, the highest percentage I've ever seen is like 15% on, I think it's, is it Frost Oil? Oh, no, I think is it Lifesteal? I don't know. What? Some things have like a 15% chance. Oh no, it's the it's that weapon enchant you get in the Badlands. It has a 50% chance to proc, which is really high. You know the one I'm talking about, the flame. It's not fiery. It's like fiery blaze. I think that's what it's called, fiery blaze. Every time you hit something, it has a 15% chance to do like an additional 12 damage, and it's an AOE effect. So if you're hitting 4 mobs, it'll do 12 damage to every one of those. And it's like a 15%. So it's actually pretty strong if you're fighting a lot of mobs. Like if you're doing a paladin, you're like level 40, and you're killing 10 mobs, then I would prefer that particular enchant over like a fiery enchant, or pretty much over almost any enchant, except for maybe like a lifesteal. But your best chance on a protection paladin are going to be lifesteal or spell power. Lifesteal, spell power, or the fiery blaze, pretty much for AOE grinding. It would have been so cool if we got the Beastalker's chest speed. Like I said, I've had pretty good luck on this character. You know, getting the Beastalker's cap on the only one run of Skolo is amazing. I've never done that before. Getting the Beastalker's shoulders on only one run in LBRS, I've never done that before either. Ubers, I've had better luck in Ubers. Ubers is the one dungeon I normally do get my chest piece pretty quickly on. So we've done 3 runs, we didn't get it. So let's keep doing it. But my worst luck ever has always been the Baron. In all the years I've played World of Warcraft, I have never, not once, gotten the Beastalker leggings to drop. Or at least not where I got them. You know, it would drop and somebody else would roll and get them or some bullshit. Like some tank or somebody would somehow screw me over. Yeah, I never got them. Which is just hard to believe. But I need this guy's weapon. Like, this guy's weapon would be nice. Look at the damage. 73, look at that top end damage, 282. And 3.2 attack speed's not bad either.
Hey.
Nice. These are actually good. Was it 41 mana? And these are... Oh yeah, see, these are good. Yeah, the enriched mana biscuits are no joke. Really good stuff.
Off and away.
So we're going to try doing a little bit of melee hunter with this crazy shoulder that I got. And we're going to see how often it procs. And we'll throw on a couple buffs. Nothing crazy. We'll do that and maybe throw on a strength buff. Of course, against these mobs... Oh, I'm in the wrong build. I'm in my wrong build. These mobs aren't going to crit me that much because they're so much lower than I am, but we'll go kill some higher level skeletons maybe. Yeah, we're in the wrong build. I knew something wasn't right. And that means our crit's going to go up, right? Now look at my crit. Oh, how is it only 4? Oh, no, because I do have agility. It should have went up, though. 16.46. Hold on a second. It should have went up. Here, let me switch out my shoulder. Okay, so we went from 16.69. It's the same. Melee attack power 631. So we did gain about 25 melee attack power. Dodge rating 18.3. Hold on a second. There we go. That's what that was the difference. I didn't realize I wasn't, because remember I've got improved aspect monkey, so now my dodge is 31.3%. 31.3% dodge, right? That's a pretty good dodge. And yeah, so we should like try to pull like at least 2 or 3 of these guys. Here, let's pull these 2. Well, unfortunately, this stupid fucking druid grabbed that one here. But you can see here on the left, in that fight right there, I had 6 that I counted. 6 times I dodged in that one fight. All right. 6. That's a lot of dodging. All right, let's do it. Let's go with the... We're going with the bone spike shoulder. I can't believe they didn't put any of the stats on this. There's no stats. Deals 69 damage when you are the victim of a critical melee strike. But yeah, but there's no stats, man. Put like 15 agility and 15 intellect on it and 15 stamina, and this would be an amazing shoulder. But without the stats, it just isn't good. I mean, it's fun, it's interesting, it looks cool as hell, but... Let's see how well I do against 3 targets.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
Oh, somebody healed me. Thanks, it's okay. I'm testing stuff. I got no manas. Got no manas. Oh, let's go ahead and put in... Let's put in our Dark Moon card, Heroism. So we can get some self-sustaining healing. And just for fun, let's put in Dual Crusade. Now what I want to do, Dual Flurries, what I want to do is I get Dual Flurries, but I want to get them enchanted with Lifesteal to see how well that would, see how well my, my sustain would be if I had Lifesteal on them. You can see there my health didn't go down at all.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
So we killed 3 mobs. You know, these are low-level mobs. And they knocked us down to just above, you know, half health. But did I ever do damage to them based on my shoulders? I must have, but I didn't see any kind of an effect. Yeah, let's look at our damage done. Here, Bone Spike. We procced 5 Bone Spike. Look at that! 4.6% of my damage was Bone Spike. That's actually not bad. That's more than my Wing Clip. It's more than Counterattack. 400 damage. Hey, that's not bad. Interesting. What's it called, though? There, it's called Bone Spike. Your Bone Spike hit the Skeletal Flare for 80 damage. All right, let's try this. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. Don't know if this is going to work. Was it one word or two words? It's one word. Yeah, I don't think I even saw Bone Spike that time. Easy to track now that we reset the damage meter. There it hit. See, Bone Spike hit him for 90 damage. Or application. Okay. Well, I always have a hard time doing triggers for damaging spells. I don't know if I reset the meter, so I don't think I got a bone spike there. Anyways, obviously bone spike's not very good, you know, like because there's no stats. Like you need stats. They have to sacrifice stats for just something that's going to possibly do damage. I mean, it's cool that it does damage, but I don't know. Like it just here. Let's try it. Let's also equip. Actually, let's mix and match. We'll do a mix and match. I'm gonna put my pet on defensive so I don't have to target. I got no manas. Hey, well, Bone Spike procced a few times there. Look, we did 211 damage to those 3 mobs. So 3.4% of my damage there was Bone Spike. Our overall damage was 237. But I think we're better off running with the Beast Stalker. So... Well, man, once we get the Grand Marshal, once we get the Grand Marshal gear, my goal is to go into a battleground and have a warrior charge me and just just fight the warrior face to face, right in his face, and kill him, and be able to do it repeatedly. If I can do that on a melee hunter, I will be super happy. Does that mean I can compete with a melee class as a melee hunter? And I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, with my traps, if I get off like an immolation trap, and also keep in mind we've got deterrence. We can proc counterattack, and we can also use counterattack to get distance and hit him with a Wyvern Sting. And a Wyvern Sting does about 600 damage, right? So, you know, we can go in, we can hit the mob, right? I don't know if I think this guy might be immune to Wyvern Sting. Why is it? Oh, Wyvern Sting has to be used. That's the other thing about Wyvern Sting, it sucks. It has to be used out of combat, which is really stupid, right? Like Wyvern Sting can only be used like out of combat. The other thing though is I'm hearing Darkmoon Card. I'm hearing Darkmoon Card Heroism proccing like a ton. So you guys can. I mean, it's going off a lot. So right there, you know, 5 heals in the last 2 fights for 500. So we did a total of 777 healing just in the last 2 fights based off of Crusader and Darkmoon Card Heroism, which isn't bad. It's pretty good actually. And so what I want to do is I want to enchant I want to get some Flurry Axes and enchant them with Lifesteal. So Lifesteal procs very quickly. It procs a lot. So, and then I want to get Hand of Justice. So I want Hand of Justice, dual flurries with Lifesteal, and just to see, like, you know, how much life healing, how much self healing can we pull, right? Because that can be a difference too against, you know, going against a warrior like head to head, right? So, anyways, I wanted to try the Wyvern Sting. So let's say we start off a combat against a warrior and we Wyvern Sting him, right? Oh, of course he's immune. Fucking figures, undead are immune. Ah, well. Are there any humanoid targets around here? I don't think there are. This whole zone's just fucking undeads, man. Putting my pet on defensive so I don't have to tell him who to attack.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
even without that paladin healing me there, we would have, we were fine. So now again, I have the only buff I have going right now is Gift of Arthas and Elixir of Giants. So if you really want to make melee, we can push the melee hunter easily with tons of buffs. We can throw in Winterfall Firewater, we can throw in Dragon Breath Chili, we can use Oil of Immolation, we can use Stone Shield Potions. I mean, there's so much stuff we can do to increase the strength of the melee hunter. Also, engineering, like if you're going to do a lot of PvP as a melee hunter, I would probably recommend definitely going with engineering, getting some like goblin sapper charges and shit. Also, we would need some, but I like alchemy. Alchemy is really good. So, but I haven't been able to do the MSB trigger. SBT trigger for items that proc damage to enemies. Outgoing events, skill damage, or melee damage. I don't think that's right, but let's take a look. Because I don't think there is like an outgoing damage here. Oh, could just be skill damage though. Source unit filling is equal to you. Yeah, but is it skill name? Like, could just be outgoing damage. That might work. We procced only one heroism that time, which is fine. It's just 2 mobs. No bone spikes. I didn't think I saw one. I did not, so we haven't verified yet if that works. You know what? It's because we don't have it equipped. I'm like, something's not right. It's because we actually don't have the shoulders equipped.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, let's. So we should have equipped now. Yeah, we do. We have the sexy shoulders equipped. Let's go for the more physical DPS or damage reduction here. We're gonna go with the Tristram leggings just because it gives us stamina and armor. So we gain some stamina, we gain some armor. And reset the damage meter. 251 DPS, not bad. Okay. Now we got the bone spikes. Let's see if we proc our MSBT trigger. And we did 206 damage, and we did not proc our trigger. We didn't do a bone spike. The other thing is, obviously with AoE damage, I don't know, like, there's so many things. That's the cool thing about WoW is there's so many different types of gear and so many different types of things that could help us do all kinds of different things. So there it is. All right, the trigger works. I hear that like flame sound. Fucking 3 of them already. We procced 3 bone spikes already because I heard it go off 3 times.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hey, what's up, Mulo? How's it going? There's another that's 4 procs of bone spike. So it should be 4. I think I heard it go off 4 times. There you go. We did 310 damage with our bone spike shoulders. Well, we lose out on a lot by equipping the bone spike. I mean, we're losing out on crit. Let's see. We're losing out a lot. Like, I'm at what, 14% crit? And here I'm at, 14, 29, 639 attack power and 30.47. Yeah, so we don't lose a ton, but we lose some. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, yeah, I could do that, but the problem is I can't change the, right? There you go. The problem is I can move the minimap with this particular interface, with the Guild Wars 2 UI, we can move the minimap, but I think what you're saying is you'd want to move the action bars and break this stuff apart. And you can't do that with this particular UI, right? Like I can't break apart these bars here. This is one piece, one element, So. Oh, there's it. Why is it on that side? Okay, cool. Maybe not with yours too. Yeah, you could. Here. Yeah, you can. I don't even think it's that difficult. No, but see, it fucks up my UI when I do that, but. There. There you go. See? So you can just use a program, you can just use the add-on move any to move stuff around. So you could do that, and then you just would have to have like a bar add-on that allows you to move your bars around. So like if we use like bartender, let's see. Yeah, something's screwing up my UI. I don't know what it is, but something's fucking up my UI. But anyways, the challenge is how much, if even, would that be on? Oh, no, I wouldn't personally. I would not prefer it that way, no. I would not prefer them. I like the minimap where it is. If I moved the minimap somewhere else, it would probably be over here. You know. You know. Yeah, I mean, if I was going to put the mini-map here, I would have to have my bars to the left and to the right. And then I would have to have, I mean, I don't know, there'd have to be quite a few changes that I would have to do, you know?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely.
So there we did 265 damage, not bad. We only procced, so we have 6 bone spikes so far. You can see there the explosive trap's going to do a lot of damage. Serpent Sting on the pull. Serpent Sting does a ton of damage, so on your melee hunter, you want to use your Serpent Sting as a way to treat it like a poison dart, like kind of like in Battle for Azeroth, where it's not really a ranged attack. It's just basically a using it as like the poison dart in Battle for Azeroth. Anyways, interesting, right? The problem you're going to run into is if you're doing PvP is you can't, like, the warriors charge you and then they stun you. I don't even know what warriors do, but I always end up getting stunned. What do warriors do that stun you in Classic? I mean, the charge stuns you just for a second. What else does a warrior have that stuns you? Well, fear. That's the other thing they do a lot to you is they charge you and then fear you. They don't have a lot of the stuns that they get later on in a while. So I think that's it, just fear, right? They don't have like shockwave. They don't have any kind of, yeah. So it's probably just fear, I guess. Always feels like when a warrior charges me, I'm stunned forever, though. Oh, it would just be, you know, like, like if the minimap was like here, right? Then the bars would just be, you know, I'd have a bar here, right? And then I just have another one, you know, over here. You know. But the question then becomes, now that I'm not used to using paint, but now that I'm like now that I have that, if we're not using it, because to do that we wouldn't be using the Guild Wars 2 UI, which means now I don't have like a circle for my health, which means now how am I going to track my health? Am I going to then show my portrait again and like have to turn my portrait back on, which is probably what you would do. Then you would have like you know, your portrait, which would be probably over here, right? And that would be your, you know, so then it would be something like this. You know, you'd have your portrait, so you can see your health. You'd have your action bars here and here, then your mini-map would be here in the middle. I'm not sure why you would want to put your mini-map there. I just don't think because like your eyes, like trying to do stuff while you're moving, it's easier to look up here with your eyes and see the mini-map to the top right corner than it is to go down below your feet. Because when I look up here to the top right corner to see the mini-map, I don't have to move my head. I'm just moving my eyes. I'm just moving my eyes up to the right. But if I go down below me, I almost have to tilt my head down. Like, I mean, I can take my eyes and go straight down, but it's not very comfortable. So, you know. Yeah, if we do something like this, check this out. Here, let's do this. Let's do a really big pull here and see if we hope we don't die, right? We burned through so much mana though.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
Yeah, but we did it, right?
You were screwed.
I mean, I've played games where I've had the minimap here. Like, I've played games with the minimap's here, like Terra, where you can like put like a minimap overlay. You know? Here, let's just do this. Where you can do a minimap overlay. I mean, to me, the best minimap is Terra's minimap, where you can actually, where it's like right about here, where it's like an overlay, and it sits around here, and you can adjust the opacity, so it's, you know, you can make it a little bit more see-through, which I think is the best minimap, personally. Right? So, okay, so we can easily take on level 5 mobs that are like level 50 as a melee hunter while we're tanking all of them, right? Like I was having them all hit me, right? And we were able to do that. Now, one of the things that really helped was I did pop a Dragon Breath Chili, right, which helps. I didn't see how many bone spikes we got. We had 11 bone spikes. I'm not sure how many. Let's reset. So the bone spike, I mean, it could be... It isn't bad. I mean, if you've got a lot of stats in your other gear. I just wish it had, like, stamina or something. Like, give me just the damage, but not giving me anything else. Just feels weak. You can see here as the heroism proc. We had one bone spike proc. As I saw it, right? So we had one. So we did 74 damage. 3.6% of our damage in that one fight was from my shoulder's bone spike effect. Right. My other leggings gave me what? Dodge right now is 30. These gave me 30.21. Attack power 590. Attack power 6. Oh no, these have way better attack power. And then blood mail. Chance to hit, chance to dodge. These don't give me any stamina, right? Whereas these give me a strength to do. These are actually better. And they're kind of cool. Look, so now we've got the... Look at those. Look at the feet. This gear set I have is so fucking hilarious looking. Like, if you see this person... Like, let's get rid of my pet. Here. Let's get rid of my pet. Like, if you see this walking down a path in WoW, you're like, what the fuck? It's just like, it looks so funny. That is not your usual looking hunter, probably. Let's try a solo. Just killing some mobs solo, just for fun. It's really so WoW, like vanilla WoW. This is one of those things for Classic Plus. This is what I would like to do. I think Blizzard should hire me, and I think I could work with Blizzard to kind of come up with a lot more cool builds for character classes. Okay, so yeah, damage is shit without my pet. I mean, pet does quite a bit of damage, so not using him hurts quite a bit. And then the other thing we could do that we haven't tried too much is going with my other weapon's going to give me more attack power. You can see 658. It's also going to give me more dodge, although not as much. Hold on a second. Yeah, 30.66. Now we're at 30.88. And there. And now we're at 31.34. And 631 crit. So this is going to be pretty good for DPS. Let's check this out. Pretty bad fight there, to be honest. The bad thing about using the assassination is, yeah, it gives me more. It affects all my stats are better because I have plus 15 agility on both, and there's 2% more crit. But there's such slow attacking weapons that it makes the combat feel really lackluster. Whereas if you go with the dual flurries, you don't do as much damage, but it just feels like way better. And if you proc Crusader a couple times, the damage doesn't really fall off that much. I mean, you can see we killed that guy fairly quickly, right? So a lot of it just depends. And of course, within World of Warcraft, like procs and crits and everything, like when you're fighting mobs that are low level and everything crits more, everything procs more. It just does. It just does. Like if I'm fighting mobs that are level 60, I don't proc Crusader procs as much. When I'm fighting mobs that are like level 50, for whatever reason, they proc more. You know? They just do. If we want to maximize our DPS, we could throw in like an immolation trap. And then this guy's just gonna, he's gonna go down quick. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to take a break, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up some Flurry Axes with Lifesteal, and we're just going to start doing some BRD runs or some dungeon runs as Melee Hunter and just freak people out. We're just going to fucking freak people out. We're going to go in and just do melee, and people are going to be like, what the fuck? Now, we won't do as much damage, but we'll still do respectable damage. It won't be as good as Marksman, but it'll still be, respectable damage, especially if we can grab ourselves. Maybe grab ourselves a Dragon buff if we want. If we want to min-max, we can head on over to the Darkmoon Fair and get ourselves the 10% damage increase. We can do that too. I got some Chrono Boom displacers. We can go ahead and boon some of this stuff up. So we could go into a dungeon and pull out. We have the 10% increased damage from the Darkmoon Fair. We have the Dragon buff, and if we really want to get now, does anybody know you can't like Chrono Boom and then un-Chrono Boom and then without having to use a new Chrono Boom, can you? Which I think sucks. I think you should be able to, until you use the Chrono Boom, I think you should be able to un-Chrono Boom and add more buffs to it. And then once you, but I don't think you can do that because when you unchrono bloom, it's just applying your buffs. So yeah, you can't do that. I don't think. Can you add buffs to a chrono boom? You can't, right? You can store multiple world buffs, but to do so, you need to release each buff before using another one. See, yeah. We are one weird looking melee hunter. We are one very bizarre looking hunter. Weapons, one-hand axe, boom. See, they're all too expensive. I actually saw flurry axes in the auction house a couple of weeks ago for like 210 gold, which is pretty damn cheap. I just don't want to I don't want to enchant my flurry axes with lifesteal. I know it's ridiculous, but I'd actually rather buy 2 new flurry axes and enchant them with lifesteal so that I have a set with Crusader and a set with lifesteal. That way I can theory craft more, because I don't have to go back and forth enchanting. Because just doing the Crusader enchants, like, I mean, just the Crusader enchants almost as much as, like, if I can find a flurry axe for 210 gold, Crusader enchants is like, you know, that's like 160 gold. It's almost as much as just the weapon, you know. Lifesteals, I don't think. I don't know if lifesteals is as much as Crusader. I don't think it is. But yeah, these prices are ridiculous. They're like, yeah, they're not good. You know, Rocher vest, very nice. There must be a buff coming soon. Yeah, 6C. That's, you can always tell that a dragon buff's dropping soon when there's this many people. It's because there'll be a buff available to be dropped on layer 3 in 6 minutes. So we'll wait for that to drop, and then we're gonna boom it. What is it called? We're gonna boon it. We're gonna boon it, baby. Boon it, baby. And then we're gonna run over later and get the buff from the Dark Moon Fair. And then we're gonna boon that. And then we're gonna go to Fairwood. We're gonna get a Songflower, and then we're gonna boon that. But anyways, yeah, the Bone Spike Shoulder is intriguing. If it just had agility on it, like if it would have like agility and a few other stats like stamina, or God forbid it had like, you know, plus 1% dodge. Oh my God, that would be so good.
You need something?
I wonder. Let's see. Did I walk the dogs? Yeah, I did. Okay. How about dodge? Fucking. And we don't have dodge. How about shoulder, maybe? Nothing. Wow, no hands with dodge. How about finger? No. Feet? We know feet has some. Yeah. You know what's funny is this isn't correct because I'm wearing feet that have dodge on them. So why is that not show up in here? What am I filtering? Why is that? Why is it not there? Huh. Oh, maybe because it's greater than 1. And these are, oh, that's what it is. Because these are both 2%. Greater than or equal to 1. Durr. There you go. Okay. Plate, leather, leather, plate, plate, leather, leather. Bloodguard's chain boots. Where do we get these? Oh, it's Horde. It doesn't say where you get them from, but they're... Is this like a PvP thing? I don't know. I have no idea what that is, but those are good. Yeah, see the Knight Lieutenant's chain boots. So yeah, once we get, like next week on Tuesday, we'll be replacing these boots that I have right here. The Wind Dancer boots with, we're going to be replacing it with the Knight Lieutenant's chain boots. So we're going to gain some agility, some stamina, and that's about it really. Agility, stamina. We're going to lose 16 spirit and 9 intellect though. But we do get 10 agility and 17 stamina, which is a lot of stamina. Now let's try the hands. Okay. So nothing really. Quick draw gloves, which comes from Dire Maul. Yeah. Not worth it. Let's look for parry. The thing I really want to look for is parry. So we're going to say 2, 1. And we're just going to search. Okay, again. Plate, plate, and plate. Man, melee hunters get the raw deal, man. There's no parry on chests in the game. That's kind of crazy. No parry on back. Really? No parry on feet? How about head? And of course, plate. Alright. Let's move this. Ah, well. Alright, guys, I'm going to take a break. And, yeah, I think really the thing that we're going to have to test, we have to get the Grand Marshal gear. Once we get the Grand Marshal gear, that's really when we get to see if the melee hunter can, you know, what the melee hunter really can do. You know, that's going to be the big kahuna. You know. Yeah. And look at all this agility though. 34 on my head. So that, I mean, all these stats are way more than what I have now. I've got 20 agility, which is a lot. This one gives me 34. My shoulder has 11. This one gives me, where is shoulder? Legs, hands, chest, feet. This one gives me 26. Feet, 26. I don't know what Beastmaster is. 34. Man, it's a lot of agility. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 crit, but both weapons. So 6% crit. We've got what? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to gain 3 more % crit. Yeah, it's gonna going to be interesting. All right, I'll catch you guys later, man. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. And I'm going to take a break. Hope you guys are having a good one. I'll see you next time, man. Peace out. Peace out.